What's up, guys? It is Michael from Hallowed Thrills back with another video, and today we are covering the review of this week's stop for the Hallowed Haunt Tour. So this week's stop was Pennhurst Asylum in Spring City, Pennsylvania, and this is by far the closest haunt out of all of the haunts that we have for this year's haunt tour. So there are 3 different attractions at this event. There is the Pennhurst Asylum attraction, which is in the main administration building of the actual former Pennhurst penitentiary. And then there is the Morgue, which is underneath of the administration building, which is like a really morgue themed haunt. And then last but not least, which is the tunnel. The tunnels are areas that are underneath of the entirety of the compound of Pennhurst, which connected each and every building. And these tunnels stretch for miles and miles all throughout this entire thing. So that is by far the coolest attraction. It has been a decent amount of time since I have been there. So it has been 4 years since I had been to Pennhurst. So I wanted to go back and see what had changed since the last time that I was there. But before we get into any of that, please make sure that you're subscribed and have the bell notification turned on to get notified whenever I post a video. And also follow both my Instagram and my Twitter. Links for those are down in the description. So now let's go through what happened at the event. So for me, I bought the VIP pass for Pennhurst. My VIP pass, though, was based on a earlier sale that they had over the summer, where I got VIP for free with the purchase of a normal haunt combo pass, which gets you into all 3 haunts. And that is $45 for that, which the VIP was normally $75. So I got the $75 value for the normal $45 ticket. So that was a really good deal for that. So that got me front of the line access, as well as the entrance to all 3 attractions there. The first thing that you do when you get there, as this was a very, very rainy night, was not sure if I was going to be able to make it out, but I ended up going anyways, just because I wanted to go for you guys. First thing you do when you get there, you have to go through security. They don't allow backpacks or any large bags, so you have to go through metal detectors and everything for that. They check a whole bunch of stuff, and you head back through the very dark, slightly lit path all the way back into the actual main section of Pennhurst. Now, the main section of Pennhurst, you have your ticket booths, and you can see some of the buildings all around the actual compound itself. And then they have a new area, which was not there the last time I was there, which has a whole bunch of different, food booths, games, different things like that. So we went up and grabbed our tickets from the ticket booths because we had to have them online. So we had to go up and grab them to grab the actual physical ticket. So the physical ticket, which you're seeing here, is our VIP ticket that we got for the event. Super, super cool looking ticket, if you ask me. But so what happened is, so you go through, and we got through the VIP, and the first thing you go right into is the Pennhurst Asylum attraction. So the Pennhurst Asylum attraction is this really awesome administration building. It is the main building of the entire compound there, and it is probably the most well-preserved building of the entire area. So this is going to be my live reaction of just getting out of the Pennhurst Asylum attraction. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of cheap scares, not a lot of scare actors. There were a lot of empty spaces, and the scares that ended up frightening me the most were stuff that were loud or stuff that was like air. It's just a lot of cheap scares. Not the actors, nothing against them, but they didn't really add anything to it. It was honestly, to be honest, what I have a feeling that this entire attraction is gonna be is more of this is Pennhurst. It's a really historical landmark around this area. So it's going to be cool to walk through everything just normally. And it's just going to be about the experience of walking through everything itself. And that this attraction is not going to be that great. I guess we'll have to see. So after the Pennhurst Asylum attraction, you get out, and there is normally a museum that you're able to go into in the Mayflower building, which the last time I was there, like I said, 4 years ago, they did have it open during the nighttime event, but unfortunately, for some reason, they said It is only open during the daytime, so that doesn't really make sense to me, but you know, whatever. I didn't want to go through it anyways. I actually did kind of enjoy the administration building attraction. Like I said, it's a lot of air scares, a lot of loud noises and stuff like that. The actors did a really good job, but I don't know. It's just not, it was not my sort of thing. But anyways, we're going to head into the second attraction, which is the morgue. You get back in line and head into the morgue, which is underneath of the administration building in like the basement area. So I'm going to talk about my live reaction from that right now. Once again, a lot of cheap scares. I did get touched a few times that time, and they did have a really cool puppet in the morgue. That actually was a really cool puppet right at the end that kind of popped out and got everyone. That was pretty cool, and actually like got up in your face. That was the person who was in charge of that puppet. Fantastic job. But now we're heading into our last one, which is the tunnel. And like I said in the reaction, the morgue was once again a lot of cheap scares, not too many variety there. But the puppet at the end, like I did say, that puppet was fantastic. Whoever does that puppet at the very end of that morgue, awesome job. Like, and then that person that was like right before that room that like grabbed my ankle from, I had no idea that that was coming. They did a great job as well. After the morgue, you head right into the final and last attraction at the event, which is the tunnels. And the tunnels was my favorite attraction when I went there many years ago, and I was excited to go through it again. Now, out of the three, I will say that this was the one that changed the least. There were a few things that were new, but for the most part, it changed the least out of all of them. I think the one that changed the most was definitely the morgue. The morgue changed the most out of all of them. And then a few of the pathings and the actual whole show elements of the normal Pennhurst Asylum attraction were changed as well. But the tunnels were relatively similar to how they were way back when I went originally. And it's still a good attraction. Honestly, those tunnels are so creepy, so confined, and they just really, it makes you feel trapped. They really do, and it gives you that sense of not being able to escape, which makes that really like a lot scarier than it actually is. And the actors in the tunnel killed it. Let's take it to my live reaction following exiting it. Alright, so we just got out of the last attraction here, the tunnels. And I'm gonna be honest, it's been 4 years since I've been here, and the tunnels, still fantastic. I absolutely love the tunnels. The tunnels are what save this attraction and make it all worth it. The tunnels are a fantastic end to this event, and honestly, the coolest thing here. I love that attraction and would definitely go through that one time and time again if I could, because I love that one. But it's just the puppets that are in there, the actors that were really good in there, the effects that are in there work so well because it's a confined space. It's just, it's amazing. I love that last attraction. It's so good. So that was all three attractions that we went through. We got out, we got to look at some of the food that they have, and the food offerings and the games that they have available at Pennhurst this year, which I didn't get any food. Smelled delicious though. Didn't play any games, just because they were just your normal carnival games. Not really my kind of style, at least at a haunt event. I don't know. But they also had, the last thing you saw before you left the event was their merch shop. Didn't really get too much of a close look at the merch shop just because it was raining and I was just kind of done with it because it was a little chilly as well. But all in all, honestly, the event was as expected. I went into it not thinking much about it, not really being too excited about it. This is kind of a middle of the road haunt as far as this area goes. If you're in the area, yeah, check it out. It's definitely worth it for the tunnels. The tunnels are really well done, and honestly, it's just so much has changed in this event since the last time I was there. I just wish that they had more scare actors. It's the only thing that I could see that was different than the last time I was there, that there wasn't as many scare actors and there wasn't as many variety of scare. But overall, like I said, the event was good. Check it out if you want. Check it out if you don't want. I mean, it's just an all over okay event. Nothing too bad about it, nothing too good about it. Just average. But if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you drop a like and also comment down below if you've checked out Pennhurst or if you were planning on checking out, what your opinions on it are now. Please let me know down below. But as always, I'm Michael. This has been Hallowed Thrills, and I'll see you guys next time.